Now, this is one of the most important lineouts I think Dane Coles will have in this year's. He's gone in. It's taken at the back by Scott Barrett. And the All Blacks start to march forward. It's going sideways. Breaking off now. Where is the ball? It's still in the breakdown. The Wallabies on it. They win the penalty. And now the Bledisloe could still be alive for Australia as they head to Eden Park. An update score, says Terence. And also we have got there, that is the score at the moment. And also we have got their guts, says Cooper Cronk. Also what a kick, Australia is in front 3 minutes ago. Now the Wallabies, they've got plenty of time. They've got 1 minute 13 here to hang on to this ball and then retain their line out, kick it into touch and say thanks very much for coming. But it was recycled out to Dane Coles. It went down and straight on it like for Ketty. It's very low. He's done well, keeping that body position just off the turf. In Australia, Bernard Foley. It's a scrum for the All Blacks because Bernard Foley took too long. Hang on. It's a scrum for the All Blacks. Bernard Foley, time-wasting free kick against him. If we haven't seen anything, I don't know what's going on. And as BS says, Ryan, was it the full minute? You are allowed a minute. They were told about 3 times to use it. The Wallabies refused, and they used up too much time. I switch on the time. You play now. Nick White's disappointed. That may have just cost them the game. And also, are there 2 games in the Bledisloe? There are indeed. He took too long for what? So pretty much because it was in the regular play, the time was back on. They had to kick it for touch. Callaway was telling him. Fekete was telling him. Bernard Foley wouldn't kick it. Fekete was furious. And he is yelling big time. He knew that was the moment for the Wallabies that may have just cost them the whole contest and maybe the Bledisloe Cup as well. 30 seconds left. Welcome back, Bernard Foley. You may become the most hated man in Australia. Nick White's out there on the field, although he's only hated in South Africa, in fact. So he's all right otherwise. Finlay Christie about to feed the ball in. This could be a massive moment in the Rugby Championship. It's going to be a Kiriwani. Picks the ball up, breaks off the back, trying to go through. The Wallabies just swarming the breakdown. Fraser McRoy, he's left his feet. Finlay Christie tells him to go to the left. Can the Wallabies get that last-minute penalty? The siren has sounded. All they need is the ball. If they kick it into touch, they win this first test match. It's another advantage, so it's a draw at the bare minimum for the ABs. But Scott Barrett's going to continue going. The All Blacks, they want the full 7. I'm sorry, but if you're Australia, do you cynically try and stop this so that they don't get over the line, although it would be a penalty try if that was the case. New Zealand 1 metre short. Bodies just lying everywhere. Retallick sees the ball. He sees the line. Rico plays half. Goes back to Mwanga. 1 more to Will Jordan. Steps through. Finds the offload to Barra. That's the game. And the All Blacks have stolen it in the 80th. And that is going to be a match-winning sequence. And they've retained the Bledisloe just like that. All because of Bernard Foley not taking that kick. That is heartbreaking for the Wallabies, and Marvel Stadium will not quite be able to believe what they've seen. I feel for Fekete, man. He was begging Bernard Foley to kick that ball into touch. He just wouldn't do it. And the All Blacks have won this game.